What's up, guys? We are back once again. We're going to be finally talking about this episode of Attack on Titan. Episode 13. Oh my gosh, this episode was absolutely crazy. We had a lot of speculation going on. We have a lot of craziness going on. But also at the same time, we really don't know what's going on in Attack on Titan as of right now. Because right now, we have where it picks up right where we left off. Where we see Falco and we see Gabby in a restaurant about ready to get served for a dinner by Niccolo, who was the POW that more than likely fell in love with Sasha. And he's cooking Sasha's family and them a dinner. And when this happens, we see where they are making the meal, and Niccolo is visited by, of course, Mixon, Armin, Hodge, and the rest of the gang, and he's trying to basically ask them a question about, okay, do you know anything about a possible plan that's going on? And when this happens, we basically see where, of course, as soon as that happens, which was crazy, because right now we do see where Niccolo grabs a ball of wine from Armin and them, and he just says that this is not for you, this is for and they're like, why are you acting like this? Because they never really been able to drink wine, they never really been able to enjoy lives of being a soldier. And when this happens, what was really crazy was we get to see a scene where the girl that Sasha saved basically told Gabby and Falco, go after, Mr. Niccolo. Maybe he'll be able to help you. He's, a POW. And as soon as he goes down to the wine cellar, they go down there. They're trying to talk to him. And basically, Gabby just starts shooting off her mouth. And then we see where Niccolo realizes that she is the one that killed Sasha. And he's about ready to break a wine bottle over her head. Falco gets in the way, and he just loses it. And that was crazy. We just have where he brings him up to the dinner table, and all you see is basically Sasha, not Sasha, but Gabby is terrified. I mean, she is terrified. We don't know if she is going to be killed or not. Hopefully she will be, because honestly, I just want Gabby to be gone. But we do see where they're finally talking, and he basically goes into about how much he cared about Sasha. And we do notice that, of course, Sasha's father basically informs everyone that he tried teaching her different ways about just the way of the world. And we do see where, unfortunately, where I'm waiting for, they're like, okay, well, this is going on, this is going on, this is going on. And we notice that, of course, Falco is, of course, knocked out. He's threatening to kill him. Gabby is, shooting off her mouth, talking about how evil everyone is. And all we see is, of course, everybody shows up, and they notice that that is the one that killed Sasha. And he's trying to convince Sasha's father to kill them, otherwise he will. And basically between, we see Sasha's father as well as Hodge and everybody else basically is able to calm him down, and he finally knows what he did was wrong. And then right when Sasha's father puts the knife down, and we see where she's like, you're not going to kill me? And they're like, no, because the cycle needs to end. And right when they put it down, we see right when the girl that Sasha saves goes after Gabby, and of course Mikasa and Armin has to stop her. And we see right then that she's full of rage. She's about ready to kill them. And what was so crazy, they were going to kill this girl, and I was like, oh man, they're finally going to kill her. And then as soon as that happens, we see where, which was crazy, is that they lead her to another room. Mikasa and Armin does, and of course Niccolo just breaks down, and he basically starts stating that apparently there is a possible rumor that there is spinal fluid of Zeke's to basically contain and basically put everybody in a paralyzed state or a free state, and that's how come they've been so able to go through cities. So right now, and of course we see where Levi is talking to Zeke, and Zeke even explained things he did in other towns where he was able to do this gas, which was basically able to make them into Titans. And that's how come he was able to control them. And of course, right now, we don't know if this is a possible thing with the spinal fluid. If they drink it, that's in the wine. He was told by Yelena to give it to all the higher-ups. Nicola was. And of course, everyone's trying to find out if this is an actual truth or rumor. And then as soon as we're about ready to find out if this is true or not, we also see Levi getting informed that, of course, Aaron and the rest of the Jaegerists are out on the move. And he's very upset because he's like, okay, did I do this? Was I wrong protecting Aaron all this time? We see Levi second guessing himself because now he knows what Aaron's doing and he doesn't agree with it, of course. But we also know that Levi's probably going to still back him up if Aaron is on the right side of the line, which more than likely he is. But we also see at close to the very end of the episode where they're talking to Gabby and Armin Miki-san is basically waiting. And she's like, why'd you save me? And Misan's like, I'm not. And she's basically explaining to her that they're basically just going to see what's going to happen with her. And as soon as that happens, who do we see walk in? We see Aaron walk in. And he just basically shows his hand bleeding. He sits down. He brought the rest of the Jaegerists. And they basically explain that they have been working with Yelena and that they were informed about the possible spinal fluid after Hodge did state this to them. And they're basically saying how stupid the military has become and they don't care. They're one in control. They already know they're going to have ones go up against them because they also know that the military is going to try to stop them at any cost as well and also prevent them from meeting Zeke. So we don't really know if Aaron knows about this or if Aaron is being manipulated by all these other individuals. We don't know because Aaron just sits down at the table, his hand's bleeding. We don't know if he's going to transform, and he's just sitting there, and Armin Miki-san is in awe. And Gabby, I swear, Gabby looks like she's about ready to just crap her pants because she is beyond terrified of Aaron. She's beyond terrified all this whole time of, I'm going to kill Aaron. I'm going to kill Aaron. I'm going to kill Aaron. Okay, shows up, and you're terrified of everybody, and you're not going to do anything. And as soon as it's happened, all we see is Aaron basically say is that I wanted to talk to you guys. And we see where Flash basically starts leaving with everybody. And he tells them that they're going to go on ahead. And he says, okay. So, as of right now, we don't know who's being manipulated. We don't know who is actually telling the truth as of right now. And stuff's about ready to go down. We don't know what's about to happen. But we do know that we're going to have some craziness in possibly the next episode. But overall, this episode was very intense. It was very on the edge of not knowing what was going to happen. I did enjoy it. I was trying to figure out who was actually telling the truth, who wasn't. Either way, I'm kind of curious of how the next episode is going to go. Let me know what you guys thought about this down in the comments down below. If you guys are new to the channel, say about subscribing. Let me know your thoughts about it down in the comments. Let's have a great conversation about it. If you guys are new, say about subscribing. This channel is below as normal. Hope you guys are enjoying your weekend. And as always, I'll see you on the very next video.